to another Feature Friday. And I know what you might be thinking. This doesn't look like the normal indie games that I feature on Feature Fridays. Well, that's because you're right. This is a game called Minion Masters. It is currently free to play, and it is a... how should I say it? It's like a card game, but it's also like a tug of war. In some ways, it is kind of similar to Direct Strike. No, in the sense that it's a tug of war. Let's just go play a challenge round, and we'll show you guys around. If you guys enjoy Feature Fridays, by the way, consider checking out my playlist for Feature Fridays, where I've featured other indie games. Let's get into this game.
Minion Masters.
So this is me on the left.
Guys. Let's duel.
So, so far, what I have gathered from playing is that you want to be playing high-cost, tanky, durable minions, because low-cost, spammable minions are actually just not good, because they just struggle killing big guys. So what you want to do is you want to capture these bridges, and the bridges will help you gain EXP to level up your hero's abilities over the course of the game. So this big guy over here cannot attack my dudes, so I'm not really that worried about him. He only goes for me, which is I'm the base, like I'm the turret, I'm the base, and I'm also like if I die, I lose, right? And this guy will attack as well. And look at how tanky my 8 mana dude is, right? He has not died yet, and he's taking out 2 guys already. So you just want value efficiency. Like this guy, 7 mana, he's gonna walk in here, and he does so much damage. Look at that. Look at that. He does so much damage. Boom, just wailing on him, absolutely smashing him. So I'm gonna capture this EXP bridge over here. It's fine if I lose this one for a little bit. I'll just summon my legionaries here. So these guys are 5 costs, and as you can see, they're already getting knocked out. They're not that great. Look, they just died to a fireball. That's why you want to have the big minions. You have a maximum of 10 mana. It's kind of like Hearthstone if you guys have ever played. The only issue is that your mana gain is very slow. And it looks like this enemy master is very good at killing melee units. Because I'm getting knocked out right now. I don't actually know what this guy does, but he looks like he's very expensive, and he looks like... no, he does not stand a chance. He does not stand a chance against my brother. My brother of the Burning Fist, dude. Let's get him, brothers. Brother of the Burning Fist is such a strong unit. He's also a common, too. I think it's because he's really expensive. But look, he casts this Holy Fire around him, and that helps him deal with all of the small minions that might surround him. That's the only weakness that he might have. That's just total, like, large amounts of small minions. Alright, and so we gotta send out a little divine thing. We are currently against an AI, but I will play a ranked game to show you guys as well. I'm currently like, what is it, like bronze or something, which is like pretty bad because I like just started playing anyways. I just want to showcase this game because I think it's a cool little game. If you guys would like to see more of this on my channel, let me know in the comments. But this, for now, it's probably gonna be a one-time thing where I just sort of play this game. I think it's got some decent entertainment value, but as of now, it's too small of a game for me to know like whether or not it is the best thing. Oh, so there's also ranged minions. And as you can see, there were some flying minions. The flying minions can only be hit by ranged minions. So if I have these like strong brothers here, they cannot hit up, so they will get knocked out by flying guys. So that's technically the only counter, but I feel like the only counter for these high health, high cost units is just to build your own high cost, high health units. So let's just go into rank. We're gonna go challenge an opponent. Like, oh wait, oops, that's not ranked. Okay, guys. I guess we'll just finish this challenge and we'll go into rank. Right. Okay, so we're back. Let's go get into a team battle. I mean, not team battle. Let's get into a rank game. Solo game. Let's go. Let's see how we fare. So the challenges aren't really that difficult. And really, like, they're trying to make, like, they have all these different factions, and I think they're trying to, like, sell, like, how each of the factions have their own sort of capacities. There's, like, a swarming faction. There's, like, my faction, the Empyrean faction. It's just, like, a lot of big tanky dudes in heavy armor. From what I've gathered, I think this is probably the most useful in the early game, but now you see, you want to see if there's a guy here seizing the bridge here. So I'm gonna put down 2 crossbow boys, crossbow bros. Get over there. They're nice and cheap, and so they can pick this up. And now I can summon my big boy, brother of the Burning Fist. So crossbow boys don't have much HP; they're just gonna get knocked out. Look at that, he's out. So the only disadvantage that my build has is that my units cost a lot. But other than that, like, my dudes are quite strong, quite durable. Look at her. She's just a 5-drop, but she's got Divine Shield. She does not take damage. Brother of the Burning Fist advancing slowly. Brother of the Burning Fist does a lot of damage to the Master, so he's something to be reckoned with. And most opponents I face just don't know what to do when they face up against the might of the Brothers of the Burning Fist. Because look, these guys have so much HP each. They're just like, bam. Look at that. Immunity. There we go. Just smash his way through. All I need is 1. That's basically all I need to do. Watch, he's gonna get hit like for like 2 damage. And oh, okay, so he took the bridge back with his little distractor puff. But the thing is, with the distractor puff, all it does is help you gain EXP. It doesn't really help you secure a bridge properly. right? It only temporarily gives you a tempo boost. What you really want is a permanent boost to your damage. And these boys here will give me permanent boost to my damage. So I'm going to put down my succubus here. She's a ranged unit. And she also has the advantage of being able to blink backwards when she's being attacked, I think by melee units. So that's the advantage that we have. I'm gonna get another brother. The brothers are so strong. There we go. We got brothers out here. Alright, we just have to wait for mana. There's really no mana interaction with this game. I think besides like the Crystal Elf faction that has some capacity to tempo out units. And I say tempo with like a really with quotation marks because it's not really tempo that they're offering. It's mostly gaining mana crystals here and there. There are a bunch of different heroes. Like as you can see, my opponent is I don't actually want. I think she's like the Witch Hunter or something. But there is, I think, one hero that I want to get. He's like literally a snake god or something, and he's very good if your deck has mostly units that cost more than 5 mana, I think. And as you can see, my entire backbone of my deck is built around having 7 cost creatures with these brothers of the Burning Light and a Caliph Dawnhammer. Right, they are so durable. Look at that. Like all the masters do damage, right? But look at how much like that minion he just summoned cost 5, and he just got knocked out with 2 hits. Right. So what I'm telling you is that Empyreans are quite strong. I think the only good counter to them are Stun Lancers, which are units that will stun your opponent's units when they attack. But other than that, like these guys are quite durable. And there's really no punishment right now so far that I've seen in this lower elo bracket, or like just lower ranking bracket, for this sort of like really slow comp. I do know that there's some cards that just cost ridiculously low cost, and like it's just like a horde of them. You can summon lots of them, and there could be an argument set for those units to sort of outmuscle your opponents with. Okay, so my succubus is just blasting away. She does a lot of damage, by the way. She's probably one of the better range units that you can get your hands on, because most of the range units they have like 3 HP and they just die, and so that makes them really bad. There we go. Look, she's blinking backwards. Look at that, by blinking backwards, that kept her alive. And there's like a little building here. I actually don't know what this building does, besides like, nothing. I don't know what it does. So we're gonna get another brother over here. So my opponent is leveling up, kinda. Oh, go Ruffles. Oh, she's got a little dog, that's like her. So she's trying to seize tempo with these sort of structures, I guess, which is very useful, but the problem with seizing tempo is that she has nothing to contest with my big boys. And so yes, you have control of the bridges, but your hero is not that powerful that you can substitute for being able to deal with my big boys. Because look at this. She's constantly pushed in on her side, and she cannot deal with my big boys. Like, the heroes can't do anything. My hero ability is that like once I reach a certain point, I get global attack range. Which means that I can constantly, like my hero is a clock. Like it's gonna be constantly hitting her hero unless they put out a unit, right? And as you can see, my big boys are still alive. Like I have a brother here, he's still alive. I got my Caliph Dawnhammer here. I still have a legionary, right? And they still are. And there's another brother coming, right? I figured out this strategy was a good one when I got my butt handed to me by someone who was playing a similar strat, and I was like, maybe this is good. And there we go. Just easy as that. Victory. There we go. We got our quest here. Win 8 online matches against 8 different masters. I defeated them all. There we go. And that's it. That's basically just the Minion Masters. Because it is a free-to-play model, it does run on like this sort of gacha game. Like, look at this. We got a legendary chest bumps inside of it. We got rubies. There we go. Rubies is the in-game currency that you can buy. But right now, unless you really like this game, I really would not really recommend you going in on the buying in on this stuff. Just because it's like with every free-to-play game, right? You can still get by. At some point, right? If they do end up going full sellout style, it might be the case that the only thing you can do is buy rubies. Use rubies to buy masters. So I think this is Apep right here. So his ability, we got. Let's see, what is his ability right here? I remember there was reading one. Let's see. Put a random 2-mana minion or building card. Let's see. Put a 4 random. There we go. There it is. Spits acid at enemies to deal 30 damage every 2.5 seconds. So it has 10 range. So 10 range. So like my first hero had like 20 range, which basically covered his entire side of the map. So 10 is half of that. For each card that costs 5 or more in his hand, Apep gains 35% attack speed. So with my deck being in the state that it is currently in, let me go to my deck building here. Literally my entire deck is over 5, right? So if I'm holding 5 of these, Apep is going to obliterate everything that's walking towards him, right? And so that's going to be a great advantage for me. So I think I'm going to unlock Apep next round, and maybe I'll play around with it and see how it goes. Okay, so let's cut that and let's play some Apep. All right, here we go. Let's get into a game with Apep. APEP Legends. Let's go battle. And we'll see how well APEP does. Because before I was using Stormbringer, which is the guy with the bow here that you're seeing right now. And really, he's not really that great in terms of... He's just sort of, he's your first starting hero. And all he does is like help you like ding off your opponent's guys, I think. So, let's see. So he sent out a bunch of these small dudes. I don't really care about that. Because APEP's abilities aren't really that strong, right? Look at that. I'm just blasting my way through it. Alright, so I'm gonna like these small dudes do like 3 damage to me. Look, he's only done 60 damage to me, and that is actually laughable damage. This guy kind of just sort of stacks on me, like he has like a little suck beam here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, brother. One hit, all that HP's gone, and he's got that AOE blast on him as well. So let me just dispense with all these cheap units because I want to get rid of them, get them out of my hands. Although I really should be holding on to my range units because the only hard counter to my brothers, are range units, and that's the only issue. Because especially range flying units, brothers can't handle it because they can't hit up. And so I got a scrap pack, so I got some free units, so APEP can get some like nice tempo going on. So these units were not in my deck, but I just got them for free because thanks to my hero power. It's just randomly sort of spawns it. And look at this, my brother's just shredding all of his cheap packs of scraps. Like, the scraps is like sort of the swarm faction. The only issue with the scraps I see is that they just die way too easily. So we got some air scraps. Oh no, ignore him please. Oh no. So his only weakness is that he cannot deal with these air units. So I need to get my succubus out here so I can help him out a bit. Because even Cal Dawnhammer, he's tanky, but he's being attacked by those range units right now. Okay, there we go. Get those range units off his back, and we're good to go. Calth is quite tanky, and he's just gonna smash through that. Let's get our brother. Let's get our brother over here. We got Succubus over here. Bannerman really is not worth it. Like the little shield just makes it so that your unit doesn't take damage on the first hit, which honestly, to put this guy in your deck for that is seriously not worth it. So now my next ability, I got a shield totem, so I think it makes it so that my hero takes no damage. So Bannerman just sort of kicking me. Let's see. Summon a shield that makes it as long as it's alive. So I can put it down here, right? Yeah. So that'll make sure that I stay alive here. I need to get some range here though. So you see, like my weakness here is that my brothers are getting burned down right now by all these range units. The shield totem just went down, so that was entirely useless. That's basically what I'm looking at here. Like this brother here is just burning through all these things. This guy's putting up a good fight, but he's on 320 HP. And just a little bit more brothers coming in. Look at these little scraps, they're so useless. They do 10 damage each. Moral of the story, don't play scraps. Let's play some more brothers. Scraps is probably like one of the weirdest like I think the factions still need a lot of work. Because this game does not seem balanced right now. It doesn't seem like there's much content either, because I think it's a rather new game from what I know. Yeah, like there's not much options in terms of the cards. They do have some factions, but the factions don't seem to have meaningful enough differences. But I guess it's what happens with every sort of developing card game, right? Like this brother's gonna hit it one more time. There we go. That's it. So if you guys want to win in Minion Masters, just gotta get lucky, get some brothers of the Burning Fist, and you just gotta spam brothers of the Burning Fist, and there you go, you win. The bridge control really honestly does not feel meaningful enough. That's my current review of the game. Like some heroes, like their abilities aren't strong enough. It's like, why do I want to control the bridge when I can sit on my hands and wait for my units to spawn, right? Because like that's what I've been doing this whole time, and I've been rewarded for it, right? But I think the whole idea of this game is like they're trying to make it so that you want to contest middle, right? The issue is that like there's no desire to, right? It's kind of like a direct strike. You have a desire to contest middle because you get bonus income, right? But yeah, so that's been Minion Masters. This is sort of like my sort of first thoughts on Minion Masters. And if you guys enjoy it, you want to see it outside of Feature Fridays, do let me know. Maybe I'll play another video of it, because it's a decent game, but it still has a lot of things to be ironed out right now. But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later.